I stayed at my friend's house again last night. That's been so nice. Their bed is so comfortable, and I'm showered. And then she dropped me back off in Fairhaven, and now I'm going to walk from the Fairhaven part of Bellingham to the Bellingham part of Bellingham. This is the South Bayshore Trail. And here is Bellingham. I think that's the museum here, but it is closed because it's too early. I'm at the post office because I have to send back the other 2 books I bought so that I'm not carrying 4 books. I knew it. They have a head on almost every side to show that the owl likes the turning of the owl's head. Okay, there's a little book library over here. And then, this is brilliant. A puzzle library. Oh, and me, haha. Oh my gosh, and they even have a little mini squirrel house, bird house. It's so cute. They've got these very pretty black squirrels here. I took Marine Drive Road out of Bellingham, and so far so good. I've had sidewalks the whole way. walking trail. Someone made their own bench. These are the parts where I speed walk and get past it as fast as possible. Not much of a shoulder, but this one's a nice quiet road. Hi, good boy. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Hi, good boy. Hi. I know. Yeah. Hi, good boy. Turning around, that might be the wrong way. It might go all the way through, but I want the trail that goes next to the river. Oh, it's flowing kind of fast. But this is the trail that I want next to the river. And the river is the Nooksack River. And this trail should take me right into Ferndale. Okay, today is very exciting because I am so close to Canada. Today is my penultimate peregrination. I learned that word from Lemony Snicket when I was younger and have never forgotten it. And I don't know where I picked up peregrination, but anyways, tomorrow I get to Canada. And that's if everything goes to plan, which I think it will. Well, I don't know, you never know, but I can't hardly believe it that I'm going to be in Canada tomorrow. There's a nice park in there. It is honestly just too big to fathom right now. I've been out here for 6 months. I've hiked over 2,600 miles. Also, it is really windy, and this is how I'm holding my umbrella right now. The rain has really picked up. Okay, here is Ferndale. I'll add this back in later because I forgot to say it, but at the Sabor Latino restaurant, those fried plantains that I had where you dip them in the cream or the condensed milk, whatever it was, that was one of the most delicious things that I have had on trail. And there's the Chestnut Mountains. I was in there 2 nights ago. the main artery to Canada through this area is, of course, the I-5, which is going northwest, and all of the suburbs and little towns are built on north-south grids. And so my backroads routes are kind of going little staircases up, and sometimes they're still kind of big roads. They've been fine with sidewalks, but sometimes just to shake it up, I'll just hop in a little extra zigzag and go through a neighborhood. Had a good run with the sidewalks. Back to no shoulder. I think the word for today is blustery. Like, it's not downpouring, and it's not howling winds. It's just blustery. I was gonna go a little bit further, but I'm going to stop here in Custer. And there's really only one place to go, and that is Tony's Tavern. I will add this back in later, but I went to that very small local bar in a very, very tiny town of Custer, and when I walked into the bar, every single booth was empty and everybody was up at the bar sitting next to each other, and it was clearly because they all knew each other and they went there to socialize. And one of the locals was leaving and said goodbye. He was like, "Bye Tim, bye Sally, bye John," and then he got to me and was like, "Bye person that I don't know." and then that was really cute, and then I introduced myself and told them what I was doing and that I got to have a nice chat with all of the locals. And they were telling me that the bar has been owned by the same family for 75 years, and they pointed out the floor is the same floor that since that time, and then the bar is the same. So that was a good way to end it. Okay, and the weather that day, just before I got to Tony's Tavern, the rain started picking up and I had to get out my umbrella, and then while I was in there it started really dumping, and then when my friend came to pick me up and drive me back in the dark, it started absolute torrential downpour. We could barely see through the windshield. I have never seen, or I very, very rarely see rain like that in the Pacific Northwest, but yeah, a big storm came through last night. Yeah. Oh, so good.